Hello and welcome.
Wow.
We're back.
Welcome back, folks. Hello.
I do love how you don't like wearing your glasses on the show, but I think your new ones look really good, so I'm glad you decided to wear them
Yeah,
today.
no, well, I know it's a little bit of a sort of tradition at this point to,
I don't know why it's a tradition. I thought they looked good, regardlessly.
Well, I don't like there to be obstructions
What the hell do
between
you
my
have to lose,
eyes
right?
and the audience. I want to be like open and, hello, how you going?
So is this like a one-off occurrence of the...
I guess
Of the
so.
glasses.
Well, like I said, because there's the tradition of showing off whenever I get a new pair, and I've actually got two new pairs. So I got another pair
you
to
got
put on.
ones.
Exactly.
I haven't seen
so
these ones.
Little bit of a fashion show to start us off, if you will. But basically,
Damn,
this is
some leopard shit.
This is I don't know. Does my hair look all right? Let's
He's a true goat.
This is how I'm like with the see-throughs.
Hit him with the hind.
the invisibles, and then
Yeah.
we got the thick boys there.
Wow.
So I feel like that though.
Leopard, almost like a...
I'm trying to think what's more casual and what's more work oriented. I feel like these might be a little bit more professional
They're more professional, I'd
because
say.
they've got the black. If
Yeah.
I'm really trying to read, say if I'm trying to look smart on the podcast, like, okay, interesting. Maybe I should have them here.
It's kind of
And
similar
if there's
to my
something
mum's
to read,
glasses.
I sort of like, put them on and just have like
Kind of like what my mum wears.
little read and then I can take them off.
She's got like the whole leopard thing as well.
Okay, I get it. It might be a little bit mature.
I was at work, not work, at TAFE today. I was like, I have kind of like reading glasses that kind of help me sometimes. I was trying to read shit today and it was just like really difficult. So
without reading glasses.
yeah, I've got them in my car. I just didn't bring them in with me. But I was today my lecturer was like, "What's that saying?" I was like, "Fuck, I can barely." I was struggling. I'm like, "This is interesting." I know our friend Archie.
Well-
he was wearing glasses the other night, and they were like just prescribed. Like you put them
Yeah.
on, you could barely tell unless you like kind of did this. Which fuck it, you know what? Why not? I might get my eyes tested again.
Yeah, no, I could. I didn't. I remember I didn't really realize I had eye problems until it just became so obvious that I was.
It was like year 12 or something, I think.
Yeah, I had to sit at the front of the class all the time. It was just. It was bad. It was a bad outcome. But pretty much, I got hit with the trumpets. But anyway, that's got new glasses.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's part of the change, along with sort of this facial hair. I mean, what do you think? How
That
do you
shit never
review
changes.
my beard and tash?
That
'Cause
never
I've never
changes.
really had I rarely have the beard out this long.
Oh, you definitely do. Do I have to recall an insult, which I think was really mean, by the way, but an insult that someone said to you in January,
Yeah,
which
what
is
was it?
22nd. Oh, he said something really mean, like, "Oh, you got pubes on your face," or something like that.
I'll take the insult. I mean,
I've been fucking with
Fair
going 201 and letting it grow a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, your beard grows nice and full and even. Mine's still figuring out where it wants to be, So
Yeah.
but I'm kind of just trying to ride through.
This
it.
is how I
see. I
would.
think my beard is also, especially my mustache. It's very light. Like the hair is quite.
I get kind of
Right?
grossed out when mine gets that. There was nothing nicer than having it quite short after having it.
No, but
on
I
for
don't
a
mean. I
while.
mean in terms of color. Like because
Oh,
mine's
okay.
not mine.
Okay, I thought you meant like the
necessarily-
texture of the hair.
No. It's mine's not. It's not a dark colored facial hair. So
Bruh.
it's almost
Yeah.
like I have to grow more of it for it to be
Right.
visible.
Well, I keep telling you should do a Ted Lasso and just, keep this.
Just get the
shit
tash. Yeah, no,
shaved.
that's kind of what I'm thinking, but
I would.
I just haven't got around to it. Honestly,
I would.
It's not for any reason.
Yeah.
I'm
The
lazy.
facial hair is a difficult one. I mean, so every time I shave, I hate it for the first day and a bit until it starts to grow out a little bit more.
I know it's sort of.
hate the first
you almost
day.
have to put up with.
Well,
the
it's
process to
quite
get to
it's quite difficult to do. It's a
Uh-huh.
big mess.
Yeah.
I always have to put a towel down, and when I'm done, I kind of have to and I'm normally in my pants when I do it because I don't want it all going down because when I don't have a hairy chest, when I shave I trim it. I don't ever go to a zero, but when I trim my beard,
Yeah.
I got hair all over my chest. I literally look like I've got a hairy chest. So I have to go outside. I do this
Yeah.
like a dog or something, and I always do it just before I go in the shower, so I know I've got a shower coming up, and then I get like the towel because the amount of times mum's told me off for because it's like a load of like my beard on the floor.
Oh my God, you animal.
Yeah.
Crikey.
It's kind of, it hurts as well after, like, if you're dragging like your razor, like your electric razor across your face, like you keep doing that, trying to get every little bit of hair. Even doing that after a while kind of hurts.
No, I
like,
get that, because especially if you're actually trying to go bare on the face, to get like a full bare, it's pretty hard. I don't know how like women do it with their legs and their armpits and everything.
Me, no.
My God.
No, I haven't, that's also, I got like I've also got a really, Jesus, I've also got a really sensitive face. Like last time I used a razor on my face, I got all this like horrible rashes all over my face. I had to buy this cream. I got that like eye infection. Everyone thinks
from shaving your face.
Yeah, because it got so bad on my face, and infection spread to my eye. And everyone said, "Oh, you got pink eye." Because I started.
Yeah.
I was like seeing this girl at the time, and everyone was like, "Oh," and like,
What, did you eat her ass or something?
Well, no, we would. No, I didn't. No, but we just started like sleeping together, and everyone kind of knew, and then everyone was like, "Oh."
Oh, I see. You got it from her. Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's the joke.
Everyone thought I got it from her. I had it prior to that.
No, of course. Yeah.
But
So wait, did you give it to her?
I said to her, "It's very contagious," and she's like, "I don't care."
Did she
Just
end up
give
getting
it to me. Nah, she fucking
my
surprisingly,
God.
she actually didn't. I don't know how she didn't.
Jesus.
I don't know how she didn't, because it was
okay.
really bad, and it was
goodness.
mostly bad in my right eye. Left was kind of bad. My right eye was really bad. It's disgusting. You wake up in the morning and like your eye doesn't want to open. It's like,
Oh, God.
And it's like you go in the shower and you try and wipe your eye, but it's all stick. It's horrible. And it all started because I just shaved a little bit of my face, so I try and keep razors away from my face. I always just use my electric razor.
Wow, that's a real roller coaster of a story.
Which I got for Christmas. So yeah, it's good. I don't know. I've been told it looks a lot better when I keep it well trimmed. I've had a tendency to get a bit depressed and grow it out. So, yeah, you're looking for a particular soundbite.
No, I'm just seeing
me.
what's there. That's all.
This
Yeah.
These are the classics.
See, Conor knows. Yeah, maybe that one. Maybe at best. You get that one.
Yeah. I think that's.
Eyes.
It was good. I liked it. No, I'm used to the. I'm sorry. I keep meaning to bring in all the sound bites, but we haven't been here for a while. So
Hit him with the hind.
True.
are we going to address that? I mean, we filmed last week. Stopped filming halfway. So yeah.
In terms of our little, I guess our break, so to speak, that we've been on. So we haven't shot an episode in a few weeks, but there's just, frankly, just been a lot happening in my personal life, if I'm going to be honest, with family and with relationships and just everything. And so it's just been a bit of a bad time to shoot the show at the moment. I think the worst of that period is mostly over and done with, and we're adjusting to, what a new reality looks like. So, we're here and we're hopefully have brought the show back permanently. We've got a lot of plans for the show, which I think will not only help us come back with a bit of a bang. Obviously, we're hitting 100 soon, which will be awesome and fantastic, and I'm very excited for that. But I think some of the strategies we have and some of the things we have planned, I think will help the show grow in ways that it hasn't grown before. I mean, you've been having a lot of success with your other podcast lately, and I think this show could do with some of that.
It's true. I'm just like flattered every day. No, it is nice. It is nice.
I mean, look, so Conor hosts a Doctor Who show, if you don't already know.
I literally have I literally have Noel Clark cut saying the 50% Doctor Who podcast ready for a
that would be great.
I haven't bought it in yet, but yeah.
Well, that's another thing. We'll have more sounds. We'll have everything. But you've got your show with Aiden, and I think because that show is specifically about a TV show, it's easier to find.
There's a few things. It's definitely the fact it's a TV show, and it's a well-established show. It's been on for 57, 58 years.
Yeah, and
it's going to be a lot easier to get people to watch that.
Yeah, and you can target your audience. You know who you're looking for. Whereas this show obviously is so
David
broad.
Tennant fangirls.
Oh yeah. You love those, don't you?
No. They're my audience to attack. That sounds bad. To like on social media, I always go for fan accounts, fan edits. I go on people like Crispy Pros, like followers, and start following them.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I'm saying. When there's a topic that it fits in, it's sort of easy to find creators like that and fans like that and all this. And I think this show, maybe something we could maybe not specialize, but just be a bit more sure about what we want to be and lean into that, whatever that is. And then I think we can. Have some success
but I do think it was the fact that it's an established TV show, and also I think the social media, not Instagram. Instagram started only maybe 2 months ago. It's not even been there since the show started. So I can't even imagine what would happen if we had it from the beginning. But Twitter's always been there from the beginning. I don't see us getting any social media soon. I run the Instagram, Eddie runs the Twitter. But it's really nice, actually, pretty much the last 4 or 5 days, I've woken up to like someone new messaging me, which is always really nice.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I've been getting quite a few things because at the end of our last episode, we said if anyone got to this point of the show, because it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So we were like, if anyone got to this point of the show, send us a blue love heart. I got a few of those.
Wow, that's one of the longest shows. What's our longest show? What, like probably 2.5?
Not 3, but nearly 3.
Wow. Man, shows the go for today's not going to be a very long show because we started late, but
still one of my favorites is the one we split into 2 parts almost. It was the same night.
Yeah, that was a long. That was a long
story about the jet ski and Neil. Yeah, how I fell off. Well, how we made it fall off.
Yeah, that was a great night. That was a long night.
That was a great night.
I mean, that was a great. I'm sorry, that was a long shoot, but it was a great night. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah. So I just think the social media side of things is something we've never done well for this show. So
No, it's funny. It's
once you got that down, I think it's pretty easy to get people to watch it.
Well, I think so. It's hard because I think what we have always wanted from this show in terms of to get out of it is just for it to be something fun that we get to come and do. And it does become hard when to allow, because I mean, if we want to do more of this, ideally we would want to end up getting paid for it and we could put more time into it and blah, blah, blah. But at what point past it becoming like a job, a chore, we have to post on this social media, this and that. I mean, at what point does it become a chore or a job? You want it to still be fun. And that's what we started doing in the first place, was to have fun.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm not saying that we're not going to put in effort just because it's hard. But, it's sort of everything we've seen this podcast as for us personally is going to start to shift a little bit, as it becomes hopefully more of a commercially successful product,
I've been getting asked a lot about at the moment, like someone we know kind of like ripped into me at the pub on Saturday and was like, what are your legitimate plans for it? I feel like people forget that I'm actually fucking nearly fully qualified, like
as a
carpenter, yeah. And it fucking is so much hard work. It really is. Like, I think people don't understand how difficult it is. It really is. Like, mentally and physically, it's so draining. But it's like, I just hope people understand that. And it's hard because, like, that's such a huge part of my life. And I just, like, it leaves, like, coming here today, like, I had to nap before I came because I was so tired.
Yeah,
so
just a long
tired.
day.
But the reason why I'm tired is because I come back from filming this or something after having like a couple of beers with you afterwards, and I get home and I have my dinner every night at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then it's so difficult not to just want to sit and watch TV because you finally get a fucking second with yourself.
Well, that's the tough part, and that's such a big reason I went down to doing 4 days and having the Monday off.
I would if I could, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm sure you would. I mean, it's just, you're right though. When you're so overcome by work and stuff, yes, and the hardest part is when you need to work that full amount to just make money to get by,
It's like you can't not.
No, exactly. I mean, I would work less than 4 days if I
could. Sorry, not to interrupt. I just forgot how fucking disgusting those beers are. I found one at the bottom of my bag the other day.
He's a true goat.
I love that.
Hammer and Tongs is not goat. 30 cans for $30. After drinking a Pure Blonde, which is a pretty good beer. Talk to me, baby. Thanks, Vin.
That's what that beer's going to do to you later.
I get what you mean, though. It's just like last night when I got home from we had like a bit of a business chat yesterday about the show and we want to take it. Some exciting places. But
yeah, we had a little bit of a business meeting. Yeah, it was.
But it was like I got home, I worked 8 till 4 at TAFE, which is pretty much like university almost. And then I got home and I showered and I slept for like half an hour. And then I went out and had that meeting with you for like 2 hours. And I got home and it was like 10 o'clock and I was just eating my dinner and I chucked on Have you seen it? Gran Torino?
Oh, the
Clint Eastwood
film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it was good. It's all right. I watched like half of that, but I was like, it's so weird. Just like the only time I can actually get a second to myself really is like after
exactly.
all the madness of the day.
That's the hard part when, where's the time for your passion? But
Yeah.
if what we want is our passion to be our job, but then it's like when you do your job so often, you don't want to then make the one thing that is your passion into a job. So it's a hard thing to juggle.
I know.
Or at least you want to find a way to do that in a way that's enjoyable, There
was someone else said to me today, this girl I'm kind of talking to, she was like, don't you feel like you're doing too much? I was like, if anything, like the plans we got for the future is like going to add more to that. But I think with a good schedule it's going to be fine. But also the reason why I think I'm feeling like pretty depressed at the moment is because I feel like I have these plans I want to do and I'm not doing them. I think that's mostly the reason why I'm feeling so tired and not motivated. But I think, honestly, it'll do me good to have a bit more. It sounds like I've got too much to do, but I feel like with a bit of a schedule, it'll be better.
It becomes, I think it's a twofold problem because it becomes worse when you don't have enough time to do what you want to do, but you're still doing so much that you kind of, on one hand, you feel like there's not enough time in the day. I don't have enough time for my passion, et cetera, et cetera. But then on the other hand, you are doing so much and you're so busy that it's not realistic for you to have the energy and the time and all that to do this extra thing on top of that. So it's kind of, it's this hard thing to juggle. And I don't really have an answer other than like what I said, where I just said, I'm taking that day off and I'm working less, actually reducing how much stuff I'm doing instead of trying to instead of having a certain amount of work and then adding on stuff to do my creative thing, I realized I had to reduce some of that work because it was just, I was at my max. I was at like my limit.
As well, you don't cut yourself a break for going to work all day and not doing your passion. You're horrible to yourself. Mm-hmm. I'm awful with myself. I get told in therapy all the time. And I know I go to therapy tomorrow. I know exactly what she's going to say. She's going to say you're being way too hard on yourself because I work like 50-hour weeks, but that's never enough. It's not. That's minute to me. That means nothing. It seriously means nothing unless I've done the podcast. Obviously, this has been gone. I only had me and Aiden and I's, should I say. Now this is bad. That'll be better. But that's the only thing I get gratification out of. It really sucks. I can't even. If I was working 50 hours a week in film, I would be feeling satisfied. But it's because it's not. It's something that I only do for the money. That's the thing. To be completely honest, I only do my job for the money. I just happen to have to go into 10 massive courses about it. I'm on my 7th one. So yeah. Well,
and that's the thing is that when you have a job that isn't fulfilling, you're not passionate about, you get to the end of the week, all that hours put in, and you don't feel like you've
God no, but you're exhausted.
Anything. Yeah, exactly. But like that's a human thing. Is you want to feel like you've achieved something, like you've been productive, like you've got something done. But when you're doing something that is just not in your, it doesn't actually make you feel that way, then you're exhausted, and then on top of that you feel bad. And then you mentioned before about sort of feeling down, and I think it's this unfortunate cycle of you don't do stuff that you want to do creatively or any hobby that you might want to do, even just stuff around the house that you want to get to, you don't do it, and then you get depressed about the fact that you didn't do it, and then you don't do it because you're depressed about the fact that you didn't do it, and it's like just this cycle.
There's nothing like, I sat down on my bed today like 4:30, and it felt like a cushion from heaven.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do, and I did, I hate to say it, but I got home and I was like, that Homer meme with the snug.
Oh, absolutely. That's been me many, many times in the last month.
It's so nice just to be like home. It's like there's no one in your ear. Like, oh God, it's just everything's so fucking stressful at the moment. It's like, even I'm beating myself up about going to therapy tomorrow because like I miss out on an hour and a half tomorrow at TAFE, and I'm like, I'm already behind because I'm always behind, and I'm like, I need to go to therapy to help me feel a bit sane.
Yeah,
but then the entire time I'm there, I'm like, well, fuck, like I'm missed out on an hour and a half of work, and I get there and I'll be an hour and a half behind.
Yeah,
and like, these aren't the stresses I need in my life. But when I go there and I work because I know I need to pass and I need to get fully qualified. And then when I get fully qualified, I can work towards what I want for the future. And the nice thing is I've been talking to my parents. I kind of hate this and I really do, but the only time my parents support my passion, but the only time I've ever heard them, I haven't really spoken about it. My dad, he's been quite to the point with this show and what I do, because he's very much like, you know, figures and all that. But like the first time ever, I sent him some figures for a nice show, and I'm not trying to bring it up to be like, oh, here we go, because I know for a full-on fact we can get this show to that spot, no problem. But ever since I've shown him that, he's been a bit more lenient. And that hurt my feelings, because I was like, why couldn't you just like from the get-go
be supportive? Yeah,
be a bit more supportive, because I told you I could do it and I'm starting to do it, and you know, here we are.
I mean, the fact that it has to be justified just to be,
that's certainly going to be certainly going to be a topic tomorrow at TAFE, because it really did hurt my feelings that
at therapy,
sorry, therapy, it did hurt my feelings. It's weird because, like, you know, I told people write in each week to review the show, review the episodes we're reviewing. He's like, oh, but you know these people. And I was like, no, I don't. They found us through, I only talk to Dylan and Vinny. I don't talk to anyone else, like, personally. Yeah. A few people message me here and there, a couple of things, but I only talk to Dylan and Vinny on the daily. Everyone else just found us through the show. And I think that kind of was like, he was like, oh, well, okay, that's interesting. But I don't know. I hear this constant, another thing that's so hurtful. We're doing this shit, you know, here we are.
Yeah.
I don't expect a medal. I expect people to have a bit of respect. I literally on Saturday night, I told you, like, a friend of mine was quite vocal about how bogus he thought the idea was. And it's like,
Loser
come on.
Podcasters.
I think he really, I don't know. I think that particular person was doesn't understand how difficult it is to actually, you know, it's so easy just to click on a podcast and be like, content, here it is. But, you know, there's this whole thing behind it that you don't see. And there's just also the pain of it as well, which is quite, it sounds like we're not having a good time. I've just think the show at the moment's in a bit of a bad spot, but the only way we can get out of it is by, like, we just got to keep digging, and we'll get through it by making episodes, I think.
No, sure. I mean, it's I think similar to what I was saying about that cycle of, you know, feeling bad about not doing things and then not doing more things. Yeah. I feel like I've never really found that much success when faced with that problem. The only thing I've found that even comes close to working is you just kind of have to brute force the cycle into reverse. You know,
ain't that the truth?
There's literally nothing else you can do but
just
like fucking white knuckle it and just say, like, slap yourself in the face and say, we're fucking getting this done.
Yeah.
You know, case in point, I filmed a wedding a few weeks ago, and I think it's been like a month and a few days since the wedding, and I've sort of sat in the footage, and like I said, with everything going on personally, I've been slack with editing it, right? But basically this week I got to it, and but I finally I had sort of touched it here and there, but this week I finally just brute forced and said to myself, sit down and do it, and don't do anything else, and just do this, and force myself to focus on this. Yeah, and then eventually, once you slowly get those gears turning, you get into a groove, you get into a routine, a feel, and you get a good edit. And now, you know, I was telling you before the show, I have this cut of the wedding. It's really, I just need to do the last, I just need to cut up the last dance and put it in there. But basically it's nearly done. And now I feel really proud of this thing that's here. And it's the music cues and the scenes and all the different, you know, characters, so to speak. I actually feel proud of it. But for so long I was putting it off and not getting to it because I was feeling down, because I was in this shit place. And it's sort of, you know, I don't know what is the best process to kickstart reversing that cycle, but that's basically, for me, it was just this, you have to fucking do this. Because, you know, because the other thing was I had a deadline now. So by Friday, today's Wednesday, we shoot on Wednesdays. So by Friday, I'm supposed to give him a cut of it, you know. now I'm going to sort of give him like 3 cuts of it. But,
Yeah.
you know, it forced me to get down and do it. But it was good because it reminded me like, oh shit, once you just throw yourself into it, you can build some momentum. But it
Where did our
takes a lot of
spark go,
effort.
man? Like we used to
Yeah,
be
I
like,
mean-
we used to be rockets with that shit. Like I used to make a video. I bet you spent like 4 videos a week on my old
That's a
channel.
youth thing too. I mean, before you're sort of
Oh, there was shit though, but
yeah, but it's and that's the other thing is that now we're much more perfectionist. I mean, even just look at this, like, you know, I'm obviously I bring this up a lot, but like I'm pretty proud of this camera switching and the angles and the intros and all this stuff. And we're gonna be playing some videos later.
Yeah.
I mean, that level of standard, we obviously are pretty anal about it. And that's the same thing when it comes to our videos. I mean, it makes it harder to do things that, and again, that's what I mean, but it's just a slow transition from something being your passion to something that you start to take more seriously. I mean, if we were genuinely just doing this for fun, you know, I know people who just record it, like they have a phone in the middle and they just chat, you know, and that's it. They run the whole thing from their phone. But we obviously have these higher standards, and it shows that we've already started to take this more seriously as a bit of a more of a passion. Sorry, less of a passion, more of like a job thing. But we need to follow through on that and then figure out how to, you know, get to that state with our videos. I mean, when it comes to making like YouTube videos, that used to be something that's a fun thing that teenagers did, like in terms of for us. It still is for current teenagers, but we don't see it like that anymore because we've grown up, because we have proper work and everything that takes up our time. And so, but then also because of our higher standards, if we want to make a video, we almost are like, well, this has to be so good that it would take up more time than like a hobby could, you know? And then that becomes overwhelming. And
Well,
then you say, I don't have time to do
probably
it.
a good time to say it. And I'm sure I'll make a good clip as well. I quit vlogging. I haven't actually said that. I mentioned it briefly on podcast of Aiden, but if I mention it there, I might as well bring it up here. Yeah, I don't think it's a.
So you're an ex-vlogger.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm even contemplating taking down the videos off my channel.
Get a drink.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking of taking them down. I don't know what I'm going to do with my channel either. I think right now I want to focus on, I can't even say what we're going to do with this channel, but there's some stuff on this channel which I can work on independently. 2 things I'm going to work on independently. So I just don't see my future being on that channel anymore, the Conor Hannum channel. I might use it for something in the future, but not until I'm completely sure. But yeah, it feels like the end of an era, but I can't keep kidding myself. I feel like that's, I can't keep kidding myself, you know? I don't know, I just feel like that era's gone. I made like 4 last year, maybe 4 or 5. And what really pisses me off is that they're actually really good quality and people really liked them. But I couldn't switch off that part of my brain where I was like, I'm forcing myself to do this, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I thought maybe I could fight through it, but I couldn't. I don't know, should I make one final video and say?
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like I owe them that,
Maybe-
but I'm also
maybe-
like don't want to do it because I'm like so over the whole vlogging format. I've done like 200 plus, maybe more.
I think the best way to do like a final video is if once you've found your new thing, whether it's something that you do on this show or to do with this show, or whether it's something you do on your channel, or whether it's something you do within the, you know, Doctor Who show that you guys run. I think the best way to end something is to show that you've started something new, you know?
Yeah.
So I think if you're going to do a final vlog,
I quit.
yeah, I mean, look, sure, you know, go ahead and pay homage to what you've done. And I think there should still
I
be.
feel like I should, but I can't. What's so sad, I don't even feel the passion to do that.
But that's what I mean is that if you're going to do it, I think it should be from the perspective of I've started something new, and so this is goodbye to the old, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to turn the channel into a bit of an analysis channel, like a film breaking down thing, and I do 1 film analysis per month, film or TV analysis, and then so 2 uploads a month pretty much. 1 film analysis and 1 breakdown of a TV show or a movie. But I can already hear my therapist saying to me, Connor, you're taking too much on because, I mean, 4 episodes a week of this show, 4 episodes a week of my other show.
4 episodes a week.
Sorry,
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm so fucking tired.
Okay, right.
Sorry.
A month.
Sorry, everyone. 4 episodes a month of this show, 4 episodes a month of my other show.
Yeah.
Not counting what we spoke about yesterday, because there could be bonus episodes for both of my shows, so who fucking knows?
Yeah, that's...
Again, we can't really speak about what we're going to do in the future. There might be 2 other things, 2 other projects I'm working on. So that could be another 3 potential things per month, plus adding 2 more things to my personal channel. I do think it's possible. I do. But I don't want to start anything without really thinking about it. So hopefully I can. But I've been really studying like over the last couple of months, like people like Howard Stern, people like Craig Ferguson, people like Conan O'Brien, and I love their work ethic. I love I even like Casey. Like I love the go to work every day and show up kind of thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Even though I already do that with my main job, I do like the idea of me being a bit of a Don Glover in a way, and like do multiple things. And
I mean, I think there's merit to that. I think it's important to approach changes and new challenges slowly and with a bit of just a little bit of you want to be decisive as you're going forward. You know what I mean? Like knowing what you want to do and knowing how you want to do it. And, you know, if you don't have those sorts of things decided, then I feel like you can end up getting yourself into something that fails or doesn't end up following through.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about you specifically. I just mean in general. And so I feel like...
Well, yeah, it happens, man. Like, you know, yeah, literally.
It's very sad, very tragic. An F in the chat for that one. But But yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think it's a good.
It's just
thing
quite
to
a lot
take
of stuff,
on.
isn't it? But
yeah, like I have some plans. You know, if we want to, I don't want to necessarily go into exactly what I want to do. Partly because I also don't really know exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I have ideas
have to
of
lose,
just
right?
things I want to experiment with, and
it can just be an experiment.
That's what we spoke about last night. Was
Yeah.
we said, you know, that like. On one hand, it is good to, like I was saying, prepare and plan. But on the other hand, it is good to throw stuff at the wall and say, I want to try this, see if it works. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. But at least you tried. At least you put something out.
What the hell do you have to lose, right?
There's a learning experience in putting something out. And there's also, it helps you whittle down closer to what you want to make and what you want to be doing. So,
I think it'll just make me happy. As much as I might be a bit stressed out and a bit more work, I probably won't be out on that when I come home from work. I think as well, like, you know, what's stopping me from editing a bit on my lunch break? Like, it's better than going on Twitter and feeling depressed. Like,
yeah,
you know, all things like that. Like,
yeah, I've been looking at this app on my phone that might be able to sync up like some editing from my phone and my laptop. And same thing. I mean, just thinking like if I'm at work and I have time on my phone, you know, I'm waiting in the car or whatever, I can sort of do some editing and all that.
I just don't. Again, the best thing about 2 of the projects I want to do, I don't know if the projects that you want to do. My main thing was confusing an audience, and I feel like it was actually an idea. Not taking the credit. As an idea I had that I pitched to Dan over Easter, which he really liked, and I think that idea, I think you know what I'm talking about, with the ideas we want to do, where we want to put them.
Yeah.
You know, I think that really helps not confusing an audience. So that was my main problem. So if I could get a chance to do these shows, I was saying to my friend the other day, we were talking, and I was like, you know, I have this opportunity to do this thing, and if I don't take that opportunity, I feel like I'm wasting that opportunity. Like, why the fuck not?
Sure.
Like, I've been wanting to do it for so long.
Totally.
I feel like I'm the only person who's pushing myself back now. I might not have all the best gear and gizmos, but I can make it work. And yeah, with the main channel as well, I do want to figure that out and do my own thing with it. And of course, grow both the shows that I co-host. And I just hope. I mean, I think people do see what we're doing and think, you know, that is motivational. That's actually hard work. Like, you know, and to the people out there who say that it's not realistic to you know make a living doing things that you love, I think that's absolute bullcrap. I fundamentally disagree. I really do. Like, why the fuck? Wait, seriously, like,
what the hell do you have to
why
lose,
not?
right?
Like, why not? Like, seriously.
No, and why can't I try?
Literally.
You know, even if it's unrealistic, let me do it. Let me be a fuck up or a
rather
failure.
try and fail than doing something mundane and succeed. You know.
Exactly, and if it's something I enjoy, what is it to you? What does it hurt? You know, and
literally, that's like I want to be that fucking example. I want to be that example. I want to be that. Like that's what my legacy wants to be. You know, I've felt a lot of pain. I've seen a lot of shit, and I'm fucking ready to be like, let's go and show everybody. I know.
This is how I win.
I see you right now. You're a Howie. I love it.
That's what I want my legacy to be like. Just that person who does it, you know, and has done it. And I hear and see that exact same fire in you. I mean, I know we took a few weeks off, but that fire and spark never left us. Like it was.
Yeah, definitely.
It wouldn't have made sense to do the show in the last couple of weeks. That's all I'll say. Like it wouldn't have made sense. It wouldn't have been. Even last week was. This week is such a different vibe than last week. Last week you probably wouldn't want to say it was so. It was a bit depressive.
The one we did. I think.
It was a bit depressing.
I even sort of mentioned it when either when we filmed or after we filmed. I sort of said, you know, we don't have to use that. And in a way, I'm glad we decided to scrap it because I think it was good for us to come back and have like a trial, like a sort of reintroduction.
Here we go again.
Because I feel like today we have a lot more of a flow and a lot more of a presence.
It's a shame that I did like my Ely story, but I might.
That's the frustrating thing, and I think that people don't. I
like the Ely story, but still,
maybe this podcast, but also other like all sorts of media is that you know we spoke about the Snyder Cut, we spoke about Godzilla vs Kong, but now those things are just not really topical and relevant, and you know we might one day still mention them or talk about them, but it's like you know the other thing too is you want to have a fresh lineup of topics and programming each week, because if you don't, then it just feel like for us, then we get bored. You know, we don't want to just regurgitate what we said, even if it's an unused episode, you know? So, but yeah, anyway, speaking of topics, we do have other topics. So, you know, I think that was a lovely chat about the future, but you know, we got some stuff lined up here. So I feel like we can go through. We've got written down here. If we need to
skip,
no, I'm trying to think of what I can jump to now. So I'm going to just take on a couple of videos that I brought.
Yes, do that.
These? Okay,
do that.
So basically, this is just something I wanted to show because I've started to follow a lot more of like Australian journalists and media types on Twitter and all that, just to get a sense of like, you know, the Australian national conversation and politics and all that, because I think that knowing domestically is important. And, you know, recently there's been a lot of controversy, a lot more than normal in Australian politics with the vaccine. There's been a big controversy over all the women's stuff, the you know, allegations against cabinet ministers and, you know, Wankgate, as it was called when it happened.
Christ.
So all this sort of stuff.
Holy shit,
this
I'm gonna
is not inherently political, but this just happens to involve political figures.
Yeah.
But this is just to show that, like, do you know what a gaffe is? Do you know what a political gaffe is? Like a misspeak.
Yeah, like goofs and gas and shit.
Yeah, like you know when
well, Biden had one recently.
Yeah, Biden says a lot of.
Didn't he say like 1,000 years of death or something like that? Like when he was talking about COVID.
So, that's right.
God's sake, Biden.
I think in one of the debates he said
shot.
something like,
Give me
you
another
know,
shot.
250 million people have died from COVID or something ridiculous.
It
was obviously
250 million years. Yeah, literally.
It was something like that, and it was just a misspeak, obviously. But anyway, so you know, in Australia we have a different kind of fucking hell. That's a long sound.
I know. I thought it was only one. I thought it was like the one round of it.
I really get hit with the crickets, but you know, in Australia we have.
That was for Biden when he fucked up. Sorry.
No. That's I know.
Poor Biden. Give him another shot.
Give me another shot.
Basically, here in Australia, you know, we have different kinds of frankly, we have different colloquialisms and different phrases and sayings and different things that you can fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Like different gaffes. Because there are different things in our vocabulary that are regular, and so slips of the tongue might come out a little bit differently, right? So I've set up this this bit, so to speak. So I'm gonna I'm gonna start with this clip, which was of a journalist. I don't actually know exactly what the news story is.
I haven't seen this, so I'm interested.
But I'm going to say, I think it's about some dentist or something who did something nefarious. So
Dentist failed.
so we'll watch this. Wait, let me just make sure the sound's going to come through the right thing. Because I got this new laptop and I'm not always sure. Yep, we should be good. All right.
You having a good time?
Let's enjoy.
Italian man was charged with 8 counts under the Emergency Management Act. The court was told her breaches could have had deadly consequences.
That's what I don't get about these shows. They aren't live.
That's
Surely that
just-
can't.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, a show like this has probably got a little bit of a delay if it is live.
yeah,
but also
nah.
it's usually not even live. It's
Yeah.
usually pre-recorded like an hour or two
Can you show me that
before.
again?
Yeah, so if you want to just get an instant replay on that.
Italian man was charged with 8 counts.
Oh, God.
I guess I wonder if they don't have to censor it if it's like a mistake,
Oh, come on.
like a misspeak. Do you know what I mean? Because like, do you know what I mean? Because obviously she wasn't meaning to say
Yeah, it happens.
8 cunts on TV.
It happens. It happens.
So that happened, and that's just this hilarious clip. But it's funny because other countries might be a little bit taken aback by that, but obviously cunt is a lot more of a common
Oh, God, yeah.
word in Australian vocabulary, So
Yeah.
it might make sense why it might be on her brain. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cunts on her brain.
Yes.
Now this one,
Oh, ScoMo.
this
we love
one's
it.
even better. I don't know if I should. I'll play the clip first, and then I'll explain probably the reason that he, or I guess the reason that he's not the only politician who worries about making this particular gaffe.
Okay.
So this is ScoMo. This is our Prime Minister, for anyone unaware.
All right.
On the 19th of February, Minister Hunt called the EU Health Minister to advocate for release of the AstraZeneca vaccine to Australia.
Give me another shot.
Jesus
I'll get
Christ. So where
the.
are all these cunts?
Called the EU Health Minister.
Oh, no, hold on.
19th of February, Minister Hunt called the EU Health Minister.
So they're obviously going for Hunt, like,
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
particular politician, his name is Greg Hunt.
and it happens quite a lot when they call them
So
cunts.
I guess yes, but I don't know. Maybe he went to say Greg, like Minister Greg, and he was like Minister Hunt, know.
Right.
And he sort of started saying the first name, and then he said the last. I don't know what would have happened, but yeah, that's just.
We had to make one of those like fake letters once in English. You know, when you like, write as fake letters. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wrote to Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt.
As
So-
in Mike,
as in-
Mr. Hunt. Yeah,
as in
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Hunt,
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Hunt. And
In English class, you did this.
yeah,
Wow.
she took examples in the class, and
Oh,
it sounds like a joke. She literally picked mine and my mates to read out, and she's like, "Dear Mike Hunt," and she said it out and then I started laughing, and she didn't know that she said it. She went ballistic. It was our old drama teacher.
Yeah.
So she taught me English as well. She went
So
ballistic.
she didn't realize.
Ballistic.
What, when she found out?
Well, she said she's like, I'm going to read
no.
examples out. She just happened to grab ours. And I was like, no, don't take that. And she's like, oh, she took it. And then she's like, she said like, dear my cunt. Everyone laughed, and she started reading the rest. She's like, why is everyone laughing? And then everyone was like, and then she read it again. I thought maybe she would laugh and go.
She said, "Excuse me, can we stop this laughter? I'm going to start the letter
Yeah.
again."
Yeah, listen.
my cunt.
Dude, I thought maybe because we were quite close, I thought maybe she'd be like, okay, it's not really appropriate, but it's pretty funny. She went ballistic.
Oh no.
Ballistic.
She probably got pissed off just because you got her, you know?
Yeah, well,
She's
she's
like-
pretty hard to get. So
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. She probably was like-
yeah.
Specifically pissed because,
God.
she
You
didn't
having a
wanna
good
get
time?
got, but-
You having a good time?
I know, but
Oh, that's
I'm just
great.
saying many people have fallen victim to the whole hunt cunt.
Yes, definitely. It's a pretty common,
Many victims.
It's a common goof and a gaff, and I wonder if that's a common thing in like America and the UK, because I
Mission
guess
Impossible with Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
must be
Ethan's brother Mike.
Yeah, actually, like, you know, Vin Diesel always had like a fucking like a brother or a cousin in the
Oh, God.
Fast Furious.
Fast
Yeah,
9,
they was
yeah.
like, it's your brother. Get ready for the next Mission Impossible series where his brother comes along. Mike Hunt.
Oh Jesus. But yeah, anyway, so
Crazy.
I thought that was worth showing. It's a good time. But yeah, that's Australian vocabulary. I wonder if that happened in America, if it would be a bigger, or even the UK, how big of a deal it would be. Because I only saw one article about that ScoMo clip.
Everyone's like, what are you gonna do?
And the news one I just happened to see randomly, and I thought, I've seen two things in the same
Did you
week.
see that Mark McGowan coffee thing trending?
No, what did he do?
Well, there's like this massive like what are they called? Tornadoes?
Cyclone. There's a big
Cyclone,
cyclone up in WA. at the
It's
moment.
massive. It's like in Geraldton that way. He's obviously down there at the moment. He's great with that kind of thing, by the way. Whenever there's a bit of trouble in WA, he's right
He's
there.
like, all right, I'm down there.
I'm coming. But yeah, he was trying to order coffee, but like everyone was just being so like, he's like, I'm ordering coffee. I got cash, and he went to order one, and then like it's
Oh no.
it's just
like
just
a celebrity
random,
almost, like
hey.
he was getting swarmed, you mean, or what do you mean? Like,
No, like, but some just like pedestrian was just recording it, and he was like, but people were ordering like different drinks left, right, and center. So one was saying, I'll have a cappuccino, one was saying a flat white, one was saying a hot chocolate, one was saying
my
a chai
God.
latte, one was saying like this, and he
Yeah.
was like trying to like take them and put them in the orders and stuff, and he shouted like
what he
around.
was like. So he said it was on me.
Yeah, he's like,
I see. Okay.
he was like, I've got some cash, I'll get it.
So he was trying to shout everyone a coffee.
Dude, he pulled out his wallet. He had like a fucking fat wad of like $50 notes.
Jesus, when is this man? Did he visit the treasury earlier?
Literally, I'm like, bro, like, you want to get rid of cash? I don't think so. He had like a fucking fat wad, like this thick at least.
Jesus. Well, I got a call today.
I wonder he's paying for it.
I tried to record it on my phone, but it didn't actually work. I got a call from this guy, and I wish the recording worked, because he was like, "Hi, Daniel, I'm from the I think it said the Citizens Party or something. I think it's something like that." And I had seen their things on Facebook.
You love answering calls like this, don't you?
So, well, I initially was going to, like, as soon as he picked up and he was like, "I'm from the Citizen Party."
Oh no.
I was just gonna hang up, but I was getting dressed, waiting for my Uber, I think, and I was kind of like, I got nothing else. I'll listen to what this guy has to say.
Yeah, God.
And it was so weird because he didn't even he was just the worst salesman. The thing is, I don't know if he was trying to sell me on anything, but he was the worst salesman you would ever meet. He literally was talking on the phone, and he was like, "Well, Daniel, I'm here to talk to you about politics." He, with this inflection, he was like a slow talker too. He wasn't trying to speed it up, and he was like, the Liberal and Labor, we've exposed them for being corporate sellout parties, and we're here to bridge the gap. Be the new party, the People's Party. And it was just, honestly, his ideas weren't that bad. I mean, he had this thing about a citizens bank, or sorry, a people's bank or whatever. And I think that's a good idea, but he was so boring, and it was so weird that he called me out of the blue. And his whole conversation, he didn't ask me any questions. It was basically just him calling up people to rant about politics on the phone.
Right.
And I wish I had recorded, because he brought up some random shit. He was like, because in the 90s, that's when they both gutted this, and that's what caused the current crisis we have now. And it's been a conspiracy for years. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? He brought up some shit. I had no idea. Right. And I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, sure.
This is how I went.
And then at the end of it, he was like, he didn't even try to sign me. He was like, well, thanks for the chat.
But what was he trying to?
Well, he sent me an email, and he was like, I'll send you some materials then. And I was like, okay. But he didn't even ask me.
How did he even get your number?
I think I either signed a petition or I liked something on Facebook or something, It was,
That's your first mistake.
well, look, I don't mind. I was curious by I was intrigued by the call.
Sounds
I just wish I had recorded it, or better yet, I wish he had phoned while we were on the show, because it was a bizarre call. But it was fun. But you know, it's one of those things. I don't know. Politics here is just it's
whack.
It's whack because on one hand, it's like it's less extreme than in other countries, but it's yeah. There's a lot of opinions, so it's an interesting place to be. But moving on, going to something less political. Yeah, I know. Connor's not really here right now. I'm gonna try hit him with the crickets. Now it's just Pandy getting the crickets. Sorry, Pandy. I'll see if I can. Can we do like that? And I can. Oh, there's Pandy. I'm trying to get him and me on the same. Is that possible? Maybe if I. There we go. I can be closer to him. Hello, Pandy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what video effects I'm trying to do right now. Maybe I can get me. So there's me and me. Am I there? No, there. I can talk to myself. I don't know what I'm doing.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I
Look at Dan struggling to record
the
without
show
me.
devolved into something disgusting.
This is like some. What the fuck? It's like some 80s. Can I like high five myself in a way? Like, can I high five myself?
We're in the hot seat. Actually, you know, that's some good framing. I didn't realize I had made it such central framing. That's
Bro.
look at that. This show's getting bloody good.
You're like Aiden going to film school?
Yeah, I know. Look
You
at
having a
me.
good time?
Me with all my
Film school. I guess I'll never
smarty
succeed.
pants.
We love Aiden. I'm not even. Oh god.
All right, do you want to
Have we got time?
what do you want to tell?
I
So we got a couple of topics here. Anything you want to talk about?
Do you think the chicken rejection story is pretty funny? I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, do you want to explain this photo or no?
I can explain it next time.
Okay, that's fine.
I
What
love the
about
story.
the video?
It's also a bit depressing. We can do both.
Is the video worth watching or?
I just thought it was hilarious. I just didn't know.
Well, we had a bit of a goof. We'll
watch
we'll
that.
do the goof and then you can tell your story and then we'll wrap it up. How does that sound?
You having a
We're
good
lining
time?
up the show for you right now.
It's so much better flow than last week. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know, we just needed to get.
We're having a good time, baby.
You having a good time?
So I saw this on
Mojo
Twitter. Well, I
back.
saw you liked it. Well, we follow the same page called
I did
Out of
like
Context Humanity.
Oh yeah, I think this is one of those.
And it's
yeah.
just ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck. And I love how British the blokes are.
So
in
it
the
says,
background.
"What the fuck is going on the block?"
On the block, yeah.
All right. Well, let's find out. Well, let's see what is going on the block.
Oh shit!
So some man is like
Yeah.
just using his parachute. It's like some GTA shit. You know, in
Let's go,
GTA you like
Oh yeah, you jump off the building.
yeah, and you just land and none of the pedestrians care.
That's kind of crazy because look, if you look, he kind of you can see he's like up there.
I know.
His thing comes out almost underneath him, and then he falls down and he like really catches him.
It's crazy. Look, in 5 seconds he's in the air so high up, and then he
just comes down and he's like, "I'm done, lad."
I don't really know what else to say
hilarious.
other than I just think it's absolutely insane. Like it's
That's amazing.
it's crazy. Like it really is.
Oh my goodness.
It really is.
Um,
I don't even know what to say about it, but like it's like you can't even say like, is it real? Because it clearly is. Like some guy obviously was parachuted. Like,
it's funny because videos like that are like almost such low quality that you know they can't have been faked.
I know it's like
Do you get what I mean? It's like if someone had faked it, they would have gone to more effort, you know?
yeah, of course.
Hold on. I'm trying to find something else.
We do love it's such a funny page on Twitter. Isn't it out of context humanity or something like that?
Yeah, but there's one from the UK. It's like out of context Britain or something.
yeah.
I call him Gambler.
There's too many out of context
Talk to me, baby.
pages, you know. It's like it's
out of
hard.
context, Britain out of context.
Is it? I don't. It's. Am I spelling Britain right? Fucking hell. There we go. No context Britain. That's it. They post some pretty funny stuff.
Oh, this is the funniest page. It's
And-
so funny.
I think that's where one of them came from. But they posted a video a couple of weeks ago. I'll
It's
see
such
if
a
I
funny
can find
page,
it.
honestly.
If I can't,
Yeah.
it makes it a bit worthless. But
It's hard to keep the audience entertained, but
I know we're gonna keep
I like
entertaining you.
some of the
Maybe if we
Gaga
find
songs.
something
What
else
the fuck does she know about
that we've
cameras?
seen while scrolling, we'll We'll play that instead. But basically, this.
Oh, is that cop? Is that clip with that?
Oh,
Yeah, that one. It's like, oh, please help me. No. It's like, oh, fuck off, mate. You know, he's like that. He's like, with peace and love, it's a man who clearly wants to be a woman, which is fine.
right.
It's just such a funny clip where like, she's
I think
like,
I have seen that.
oh no, please stop. And then like, he's like, fuck off, mate.
Jesus.
I'm sure it's not this far back.
I know. I think I've got into a.
You're hitting KSI clips now.
Yeah. What am I doing? I'm too far back. I should have preloaded this clip.
Hang on.
What?
Oh, I feel so sorry for the fucking audience. With the dead air.
I know they're just watching it. We can show what we're scrolling. I don't think they post any nudity.
I'm sure you should have brought it up before, but the Fresh Princes of Dead Air right now.
Yeah. Where's our? Oh, there we are. What are you trying to find for us?
Well, you went past one. It was really funny.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do the humor. Oh God, we're both just fucking.
No! I think
I saw something. I swear I saw something on this page. That's the only reason I looked for
You're
it.
so far back. You're literally in April 4th right now.
I know. Look at me. It's. Oh God.
It's such a.
Oh, it's on my
page.
phone. Hold on. Let me put it
There's
onto
so many,
the.
There's so much great like out of context stuff.
Let me put it into the.
Is that Fake Taxi? Jesus. That's a throwback. Fake Taxi was like. That was some like year 12 shit right there.
You're a menace.
Oh come on! Everyone watched Fake Taxi.
You just wish you were on it. As in the female Fake Taxi, maybe not the regular Fake Taxi.
Yeah, it's a female one now, isn't there? Hey man, like quality. I love that shit.
We don't have to keep scrolling. I've put what I'm looking for on the thing, and we can
There's
show
also
it
there's like
momentarily.
fake hostel. There's fake.
Oh, everything's fake now.
Everything's
I mean,
fake.
it's almost like it's okay to be fake. It's you
Well,
know.
I remember going up to you at school and being like, "Is it real?" Like,
What fake?
I was
taxi,
just
yeah.
quite gullible. I
Do
think
they really get into a random guy's
I for a hot minute believed it.
car and have sex with him? I mean,
I believed it for a hot minute.
while this video is loading, why don't you explain this photo for us?
Oh, don't make me explain the coffee car. That's a long story.
Oh,
I'll explain
okay.
it
No,
next
no,
time.
okay.
I've already tell the chicken date
Yeah, you
story.
can tell that next time. We'll start on the chicken date. Tell us that.
Well, there was this like thing on Facebook the other day from a page on Facebook called Perf Now.
Oh yeah.
And it just said like, you know, we're looking for people to go on like a blind chicken date. Well,
I don't think that's how they worded
Hit
it.
him with the hind! Hit him with the hind!
no, it was like it
A
wasn't like
blind chicken date.
no, it was like you know, we got some blind dates up. It's for it's like chicken and beer festival,
It's
but
like,
like
yeah,
to
it's a
get people to
festival,
go, to get people
Yeah.
to go, they're like, well, we're gonna do a blind date thing.
I believe it's like a partnership sort of.
It's a good way to get people to come though. It's like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I was like, you know, we weren't filming the podcast at the time, but I was like, that sounds pretty funny. I'll do it.
But I
You
think
know,
it's
why
also
not?
I think
Hit
it's
him with
also
the
sort of
hind!
their, part of their coverage of the event will be like, we gotta, you know,
Look at all these
unsuspecting-
losers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, like-
people who
Is
didn't
it
know
true,
what
though?
was gonna happen in a room.
No, but I mean, I signed up for it, but when I went to sign up for it, it said
Anything could happen.
anything can happen. I know. I think the reason, honestly, I'm not trying to say there's any other reason. Maybe there was, but
Yeah.
I do think the reason why I didn't get picked was it said optional near these two options, but it said put a photo of yourself and put your Instagram. Well, I haven't uploaded my Instagram in like nearly 2 years, so there's no point in putting that. And I didn't put a photo of myself, so I think they
So
were
you were
like,
just trying to be authentic. I mean, that's sweet.
well,
frankly.
why the hell does my I've seen this. Why the hell does my personality have to be why have to pick me through my looks? Why
What's all this judgment? You know?
yeah, why has that got to
Yeah.
be a thing? But then
I
apparently
agree.
Dan said I didn't get picked because I got an email from them on Monday saying, thank you for it was like thanks for applying, like here's 10% of your ticket. I was like, if you think I'm gonna
That's nice.
do you think I'm gonna go after being completely
Humiliated like
Yeah.
this.
To be fair though, I think another reason why I didn't want to pick
I
me
got no
was
chicken and I got no chick
yeah.
in.
I kind of just I said it'd be a funny story to tell on my podcast when it's a description, which I thought would be
Well,
a funny thing to say.
Wasn't our
but-
original idea, if you did get it, was to like for you to film it? almost?
Yeah, so that was the idea. I was gonna like vlog going.
So maybe
I
you
know I
wouldn't
said,
have
like,
been the best contestant anyway.
well, look, I know I said I quit vlogging, but the idea is that I will still vlog occasionally for this channel, for this show, the show we're on right now.
He's a true goat. You know what goat is? Goat, greatest of all time.
You hit the extended one. That's
Yeah, I didn't
okay.
realize.
He's a
Yeah,
true
that's
goat.
my
That's two.
mistake.
Dan trying
Oh,
to
you did.
sound,
You did
man.
write extended. Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
EXT. Yeah, I was gonna vlog it, but I can vlog on this channel now. Now that I'm not really done vlogging. I want to do some for this channel, but yeah, well, I can't anymore. So there's a slim chance I might still be a part of it because I don't know. You said maybe they didn't mean the whole. But
Well, they emailed Conor and said,
I got
thank
fucking
you for-
rejected
they
by a
just said-
chicken company.
they said-
bro. I'm glad you find it so fucking funny.
yeah, I mean, it is funny.
It's a good thing I got
so
therapy tomorrow. I got rejected by a chicken company.
there's always beef companies, Conor. Don't worry. There's always other cured meats.
That's a great context. For a laugh.
But basically, yeah, I mean, they sent an email to Conor saying, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks.
Well, it didn't really say that. It kind of just said like,
You should reply to them and say something like, so what? That's it? Goodbye. Good luck.
and they reply, I don't recall saying good luck. No, they just said, I got it right here. They said, and look, I think Dan's definitely making it sound a lot worse than it is.
I'm not trying to. You might still get it.
He instantly said, nah, mate, you didn't
I
make
just didn't
it.
want you to get your hopes up. It would be rude of me to give you false hope.
Get my hopes up over a fucking chicken company.
Well, they said to you, they were trying to be like a nice, date, letting you down easy and just saying, sorry, it's really nice that you applied, but
I still don't get why.
we've got enough chicken partners.
I still don't get why. Like, surely not a lot of people applied. Like, I'm just saying. Like, surely they didn't. A lot of people didn't actually apply to go
what was
on
the
a.
actual thing again? It was a blind date.
Yeah, it's a blind date.
so you wouldn't have known who they were.
No, so you rocked up to the date, and then you just like kind of get matched with someone.
Wait a minute, but then it's not really a blind date if you send your Instagram because
Is it? Yeah,
mean, I
exactly.
guess-
That's the thing. They obviously match you with someone who.
but that means that the people running it are looking
weird.
at these two different people and saying, "Oh, this person's good looking, this person's ugly."
That's the thing, though. They're like, they're clearly gonna like go and match you with some fucking supermodel if you look like you can grate cheese off your abs. Like,
yeah, I feel like it would be more authentic and more enjoyable if it was completely blind. I mean, that would be fun.
who knows? Maybe they would. Okay, here we go. I found it. Thank you for applying for a blind date. Hi, Conor. The show Our Appreciation team from the Chicken and Beer Festival would like to offer you a special ticket discount. Use this code, blah, blah, blah. The code is literally blind date to make them fucking rub it in anymore.
Blind date, yeah. They're like, the thing you didn't get into.
Just to let you know, you didn't make it. But your code is blind date. And then, yeah,
Your
the
code
chicken,
is you are worthless and we hate you. Please use it at checkout.
me putting it in. Oh, it's $5 off your ticket.
$5 off. That's pretty good.
You know what? It actually sounds like a really cool festival. I just don't necessarily agree with the fact that you have to send in your Instagram
Well,
and
now
a
if you
photo,
go and
which
then
was optional, by the way. The minute I saw that, I'm like, it's not optional. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I mean-
see that, and then you're gonna pick all these babes off it,
what if you go now and then you see them filming it and then
babes and chads.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean it's like they're trying to do a mini little Love Island and they're trying to do like a mini little Chicken Island. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if they were
It's-
recording it, but
yeah, I don't know because I know they sometimes do video, but they sometimes do
that
articles.
would be embarrassing though. Like, my mum said it'd be fun, like funny, but I don't want to be on like Perth now, like being
Who are you?
interviewed as to why
The Chicken Man?
what Gustavo Fring?
Well, that's who you would become known as.
Los
wouldn't you?
Pollos Hermanos?
You would be the Chicken Man forever. You would never live it down.
Yeah, I'll just be Los Pollos. Yeah, that does sound like me.
Los Conos Hermanos.
I'm awful with dates. Like, I'm just so fucking picky. I just know the person they picked for me, I wouldn't
What a
like.
surprise.
I am though. I admit it. At least I admit it. Like,
No, that's true. And no, but that's why I think it would have been so funny is to see.
I know,
your,
but who knows? Maybe I would have gone.
particular reaction.
There's been like a handful of dates I've gone on. And I'm like, I actually genuinely thought like it was fine. Like,
Yeah.
I doubt it would have been funny, but no, I doubt it would have been okay. But also, like, it would have been a funny story for the podcast, which is the whole reason why I did it. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
literally the whole reason.
I'm glad
I did
you
it.
tried.
Hit him with the high.
I'm glad you tried to get us content, but
Well, imagine if you went home with her. I mean, it's so funny. Like,
so once we're done with this chicken thing, you wanna,
I know it's not a pork festival, but
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, maybe we should go to the chicken festival.
Now that we're done
it's
with
over
this,
the long weekend, so
done with this chicken, maybe we can do some dickin'.
oh wow. You'll be making that noise.
I still haven't tried the breast. It's kind of that would imply you're eating them though, so that's a bit weird.
We love women. We respect.
Well, we'll
we really do. I'm sorry.
before we let you guys go, I found the clip that I was
What
talking
the
about,
hell
so
do
we'll
you
show
have
you
to
this.
lose,
We'll have a
right?
little bit of unadulterated
This is great.
joy.
This is great.
This is hilarious. This is so random. I had this video. I saved on my phone. That's how much I like this video. Let's just watch.
Oh, he's holding. Oh, that's a bit shit. I'm very disappointed. Oh, fuck no.
That's the best part. Yeah, the horse and carriage.
I love too because he's like,
Oh fucking hell!
he's like, I'm very disappointed. You know, which I mean, I'm disappointed too.
I'm very disappointed. Oh, fuck no.
How good is humanity?
I think
though?
what's great about this video too is that the way he turns his attention, it's like he's genuinely only realizing it as the
fucking
camera
hell.
is panning. It's like, what?
I love
And
that.
why is there someone in the field with
On a horse and carriage.
Horse
I love
and
it. I literally think it's hilarious.
And it looks like everyone in the horse and carriage are kids. And you know what? He's so right. Is that you? I thought it was the laptop. It's so
let
disappointing.
the kid go down. That was
Let him go down. Why are you holding him? That's ridiculous.
Oh,
Like,
oh, that's a bit shit. I'm very disappointed. Oh, fuck no.
I love the cut as well. The cuts are always the best part.
fucking hell.
It always cuts where like the best part comes on. It's the most funniest part. I love that.
Some beautiful, beautiful content on the
You're pulling
internet.
my
and
plonker
I'm
now,
glad
aren't
we
you?
could show it to you guys and sharing that with you. So,
Thank you for my humiliation of my chicken date.
yeah, I think it was good. It was like it's like pre-therapy. You know, you got real therapy tomorrow. Today,
Yeah, damn straight.
you get out all the. You know, there's like A tier problems that you really
Yeah.
need to deal with
Yeah.
your therapist, and there's like B tier problems that's what you bring
I
to
feel
the
sorry
show.
for my therapist tomorrow, man. It's
know.
gonna be a fucking.
S tier.
I'm like a rap god with all my problems at the moment.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
it'll be fun though.
You know, that's what we do here. We bring some of the
It's good to be back at least.
problems and we have fun. And I think today we had fun. I think it was a good show. We started quite serious, but I'm glad we laid out what we want to do because I think, you know, like we've said, we don't have a huge fan base just yet. But I think of the people who do watch, I think they'll be glad to hear what we've got coming. Looking at you, Dylan, and anyone else who might have, you know, joined on the bandwagon since. But anyway, folks, look forward to more episodes. We're going to try and have this posted on Thursday.
It was either Thursday or Friday.
That's our plans is to try and get a weekly time for the show as well. So I think we're trying to look at Thursdays to be our weekly time.
is how
but
I would.
don't know exactly what time zone that is. So we'll make up a graphic and that'll eventually go on the channel and all that stuff. But yeah, in the meantime, have a good time, guys. Enjoy, and we'll be back next week with some more laughs and some more fun.
Goodbye, everybody.
And Conor will be back with more soundboards next time.
Yeah, see, I literally got heaps of sound bites, so I'll probably bring in half next week and half the other week.
And we're gonna revamp. I had an
Sorry.
idea about how to revamp some of the sounds, so we're gonna do some of that as well. And
It's just been pretty.
bring you the
lately,
best
but-
content. Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Goodbye. Maybe I should make like an outro.
What, a song?
Not a song, but like a over. You know how we have the intro on the screen.
I've
Maybe we
been
should
meaning
have
to
a-
make a song.
We could almost have like credits. You know.
It'd just be our name.
Maybe that'd be a
It's like-
good gag one week. I could
it'd
just
be our
fill
names,
credits with like
directed by
random
Daniel Aid,
names,
produced
yeah.
by Conor Hannon, Daniel Aid,
Yeah.
starring Daniel Aid, Conor Hannon,
That'd be fun.
soundbite, sound man, Conor Hannon,
We could add like fans,
camera operator,
you know,
Daniel
like,
Aid,
like biggest fan Dylan, and that could like change. Like
just Dylan.
every week it's just Dylan. Yeah, he gets a credit just for being there, and then at the end he can be like, you know, SpongeBob. I was on TV.
I've been meaning to make a song that we could use for the outro and intro.
Yeah, definitely.
About the classic A tree. Dun 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 dun.
Well, only time will tell. All right, let's go. Let's drink. Cheers.